So Rivian just started delivering its new R2 SUV on June 9th, and everyone's saying it's the affordable electric vehicle we've been waiting for. Except the version you can actually buy right now costs just under $60,000, which is not really affordable for most people.
Right, okay, so they're marketing it as this democratic move into the mass market, but the math doesn't add up yet. What's the disconnect here?
Exactly. The median new car price in the US is around $48,000, and the median household income is $80,000. So a $60,000 vehicle is solidly in premium territory. The median buyer can't actually reach it.
But they do have cheaper versions coming, right? I thought Rivian announced lower prices.
They did, but here's the timing issue. There's a standard version coming in 2027 at $48,000, which would actually hit that median price, and they've been talking about a trim around $45,000 in late 2025. So the truly affordable R2 is either 1 or 2 years away depending on which one you're looking at.
So they're launching the premium version first and asking people to wait for the affordable one. That's a weird strategy, isn't it?
It kind of is. And most launch coverage didn't really call this out. Everyone celebrated it as Rivian's big move into affordability, without flagging that the version people can buy today is expensive. CEO RJ Scaringe called it maybe the most important thing they've ever launched, and that's true. The company's future depends on this working, but you can't have a volume play if nobody can afford the product yet.
Okay, so that's one problem. But there's also the competitive angle, right? They're launching into a crowded market.
Yeah, super crowded. Tesla's still dominating with the Model Y. You've got Hyundai with the Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6. Ford cut prices on the Mustang Mach-E to stay in the fight. Everyone's chasing the same buyer, someone who wants to go electric but can't or won't spend big money.
And Rivian's walking into that competition with a $60,000 price tag, while their competitors have inventory on lots right now. That's not ideal timing.
Exactly. The staggered rollout is risky. They're asking buyers to wait for the cheaper version while competitors offer vehicles today. That's a lot of market share to leave on the table.
There's also the tax credit thing, right? Doesn't that change the math?
It could. If the R2 qualifies for the federal EV credit, that's up to $7,500 at point of sale, which would bring the effective price down significantly. But here's the catch. Eligibility depends on battery sourcing, where it's assembled, and buyer income limits. And all of that is subject to policy changes in Washington, which we know can shift pretty fast.
So the actual competitive price Rivian can offer depends on things the company doesn't fully control.
Right. On paper, a $60,000 R2 with a $7,500 credit looks better. In real life, it depends on whether that credit survives, whether the R2 qualifies, and what the Hyundai dealer down the street is actually offering.
Let's talk about the bigger picture then. Why is the R2 so critical for Rivian as a company?
Volume. That's it. The R1T truck and R1S SUV built the brand, but they're premium vehicles, so there's a ceiling on how many they can sell. You can only reach so many luxury buyers. The R2 is supposed to open the door to the mainstream market. Millions of buyers instead of hundreds of thousands.
And if it doesn't hit that volume target?
Then Rivian's in trouble. The company needs the revenue from the R2 to survive at scale. This isn't just another model launch. It's the company's survival strategy. That's why Scaringe called it maybe the most important thing they've ever done.
So the key question is whether they can actually execute the price ramp down in the next couple of years and hit those volume targets.
Exactly. The R2 may eventually fulfill the promise of affordable electric vehicles. But right now, the version customers can buy is still a premium vehicle. They've just given it a lower premium reputation. The real test doesn't come until those cheaper trims are actually available.
So we should all pay attention to how Rivian executes on 2025 and 2027. This is make or break stuff.
Totally. If you want the full breakdown on the R2's positioning, the competitive landscape, and what Rivian's really betting on, check out the full article at newslet.com. There's a lot more detail on how this all plays out.